Hey guys, I hope you're all well. I wanted to share with you today a case study on how one of our clients inside of Multiply Clients Deo landed a $14,000 deal and how we repositioned his offer and went from charging $1,900, which probably a lot of you are doing, so you can grab some valuable insights in this, to charging $14,000 a deal. I'm going to go through the free training, how he's done this, a bit of a background on him, etc. Okay, so a bit of a background on what's happening here. So we've been running Multiply Clients.io for around a month now, and we've generated some extreme results, as you can see. And we've been able to do this by putting in extreme inputs. Okay, and this is what we teach our clients. And we, like I said, we made sure to carry this out into our clients' businesses to achieve these extreme results, allowing you to pivot to a higher ticket, as you see here, having a full calendar every single week, continuously optimizing your business for greatness, and turning sales calls into more onboarding calls with the leverage built. Okay, so that's a little bit about what we're trying to do at the moment with our implementations. And as you can see here, it seems to be working amazing. And obviously, on my story, if you go have a look, you can see all the results we've been generating just in the past month alone with this brand new offer. Okay, so it's really amazing. So the remainder of this case study, you should take away the inputs of what happened and what we helped Xzavier do to pivot his offer to charging $14,000 every single month. And sort of any other result you see from us from Multiply Clients.io, you can then take this free training and sort of apply it to the same things. Okay, so free training. There is a huge difference between an agency which can charge $1,900 and one that can charge $14,000. Okay, if you went to one of your clients now, or you tried to pitch someone saying, look, our offer's $14,000, what do you reckon your reply is? You'll probably have very rude replies, people airing you, people blocking you, and that shouldn't be a position that you're in. Okay, but it just shows two things: you don't provide enough value, and the leverage you've accumulated is not enough. Okay, because when you get to a point where you're valuable and you offer something that is very valuable to the market, and you have the leverage in place, asking for $14,000 isn't a crazy deal. Okay, Xzavier knew and felt inside of himself and have thought, okay, my leverage, my value, I can charge this. Now, while you think, okay, I can only charge max $1,900, $2,000, that he can charge more because he's built that up. Okay, and that's the sort of framework I'm going to be sharing with you today on how you actually do that. Okay, and as Xzavier grows with the same strategy we've helped him implement, he can start charging $20,000 a deal, $30,000 a deal. Okay. And that's not going to be extortionate to the people that he's presenting it to because he has it built up. Okay. He's worth that amount of money. You're just worth what you're being paid, right? So when Xzavier started, he was repurposing long form into short form as a service. Very simple service. A lot of people do this. This is more of a convenience offer, which does not generate or increase revenue over time. It does, but it's very hard to quantify. Okay. He also had a smaller brand and had half the leverage he has today with results and content. So charging $1,900 for his value and leverage was a fair exchange, and that's why he was doing well with the offer. I know you may have seen before, he's done a few 1,900s, he's done a few $4,000 because that's how much he was worth and that's how much value he brought to the market. Okay, so charging $1,900, completely fair. Okay, and most of you are probably in the same situation where that's just a fair exchange of deals. Okay, and you're probably feeling stuck because you want to get out of that position because no one wants to be charging $1,900 for the rest of their life. That's not fun. Okay, you don't want a hundred or 50, 60 clients trying to get to 100K a month. You want to minimize that gap as much as possible. Okay, it will only take Xzavier 9 clients to do this. It's not that hard, right? So you need to understand, if you're being paid an X amount consistently, that is your perceived value to the market. Okay, I remember even back when we were charging a certain ticket for our old offers, it's how much we were worth. If you try and up that and it's not working, you haven't put enough value into your actual offer, or it's not been leveraged enough and you haven't got enough leverage. Okay, all businesses is leverage and value. Okay, if you can master them too, you're going to be in Xzavier's shoes, you're going to be in maybe Luca's shoes, Matt's shoes, whoever client that you've seen us get a result for, you're going to be in their shoes, and you're going to take your business very far. Okay, most people come into the agency or coaching space with an offer that they want to provide and expect it to sell. okay, with no real value or leverage backing you. So they'll come in with their very average, very plain accounts trying to offer something that they want to offer. Let's say it's just booking appointments. There's no real structure or system behind it. They want to offer booking appointments, which is great. But if there's no value and leverage behind that, you're going to be another appointment setting agency, or you're going to be another coaching appointment setters, and you're going to be capped at how much you can earn. You're going to be capped at what you can do. Okay, the biggest people in the space right now, they have that leverage, they have that value, and they can charge 15, 20, 25, $30,000 every single time. And it may not even be they're much different to other people there. The things inside may not be too much different. It's just the leverage and the value that they actually have. Okay, so repositioning them to place them in a leverage position to start signing not only higher tickets clients, but driving mass traffic to that offer. Okay, so inside of our onboarding call, and something we helped Xzavier do was just reposition where he is. Okay, and that's what we do with all our clients. We reposition where they are, because right now, if you're struggling, you're in the wrong market. You're doing something wrong. Okay, so I want to go on to exactly what I mean by this and what we do. But now I'm going to go on to the optimization part on what we actually do and what we've helped Xzavier do to obviously charge $14,000 a deal. So starting off with optimization means whenever something gets implemented and added after, it is bound to work. Okay, if you build a team around an unoptimized business, charging low ticket and with no leverage, it will fail. And this is why I hate so many people in the space. And they're like, okay, I placed this member, I placed this team. Okay, you can place who you want, but if like I said, if they have no value, if the offer doesn't stand and give something to the market, if there's no leverage assets behind them. I made a video the other day on leveraging content assets, and people have got their heads wrong. It got less views than something else I would have put, maybe building a team or something like that. And that's not what you're meant to be focusing on. Okay, you've been sold different things on what to go off of, and that's why we make sure to stick to our guns and stick to what we're actually doing, to make sure that we're building the best company and helping our clients out. Because if we just implemented our growth team, our editors, and started launching growth campaigns and content assets behind you, great, but that's not going to help if you've got a broken business model from the core inside. Okay, you're not going to build a house on a rocky foundation, are you? You're going to build it out first. So that's what we do. So if you do not have an understanding on what needs to be optimized, but it's clear your business is not producing results, you need guidance. Otherwise, you will never understand what to do to really scale. Okay, where when people come on and before they come on, they're at a point where it's like, okay, they're making X amount, but they want to have results like Xavier's or whoever else is, right? But they can't do that. And there's a reason they can't do that, is because they're stuck in their own framework and their own mindset, because they haven't developed into a greater point. And that's why I think investing in yourself and programs and stuff like that is so crucial. It's because you can learn from someone else's brain who is generating results like this. Okay, you're not generating results like that. That's probably why you want to join a program, and it doesn't have to be me, it can be anyone. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. So would you optimize to start charging $14,000? Okay, so leverage. Would you think you see some people charging $10,000 for just reels and scripting because of the leverage they have? Okay, you may see someone that is charging that amount for just reels, like Devin Jao, or I think his name is. He charges so much for what he does, and his editing is similar. His scripting's quite good, yeah. But it's just the leverage he has, the results he has, the views himself. He has a massive testimonial on himself. He had some skill to get to that position. So people are going to pay him more than someone who has just started the offer and has no leverage. Okay. They're getting maybe 10, 20 real views of real. Okay. They have no results. They've worked with no one. What's that going to do for the business? Okay. There's no leverage there. Why would I trust you over someone else who actually has that leverage? Okay, you're not going to join programs, or you're not going to join onto agencies that have no results, because there's no leverage there. They have no leverage. That means if there's no leverage, there has to be no value, because it clearly doesn't work. Okay, so if you see something with no leverage, no results, no testimonials, no nothing like that, no content assets to educate the prospects, they provide no value. They may not know what they're doing. Okay, so it's so key to have that. So let's say you're trying to scale, you have no personal brand and content and results and no funnels. Where is the leverage? Okay, when outreaching, you're just a few words on a screen without any depth behind you. So not only is it going to be harder to get people to pay you, because they have no trust in you, it'll be harder to charge high ticket as the prospects have the leverage. Okay, they have the money, you need it. Okay, you have a product that isn't advertised, isn't markets. They don't really know what it is or what it generates. They're in the more leveraged position than you are, and we don't want that. Now, with Xzavier, the client coming to him and them negotiating a deal, the client needed Xzavier to get his company to where he wanted to get it. Okay, and that's with any result you see. If they've landed a good result that is higher ticket and it is actually decent, a good result, and they're continuously doing it, that means the client needs them. Okay, and now he can pivot that and he can work with that for as long as he wants and continuously scale with this offer, and the leverage that he has because he has that leverage. And I know Xzavier with obviously he's been with us for ages, and Xzavier is one of the hardest workers, so I know he's going to get amazing results for this client. So I know he's going to stay on for longer, and I know this leverage is only going to turn into more leverage. Okay, once you start rolling with the leverage, it may take a few months, it may take a few weeks, whatever it is. Once you really position yourself in a leverage sort of place, you will start compounding and going after that. He closed a $14,000 deal. He now not only has the mindset of, okay, I close $14,000 deals, he's going to work towards that, but he knows what to charge. He knows what to value himself, and he knows what he is valued at inside of the market. He's just going to charge that now. Why would he charge any less? Why would he go back to 1,900? And that's the great thing about it. You don't go back. Once you build that leverage, once you build that value, you don't go back to $1,900 days. You don't. That's not how it works. You carry on scaling. You carry on. You may go down to $10,000, obviously a contract, but like that's still fine, right? It's better than 1,900. So yeah, he's in that leverage position now, and it's only up from here. Okay, so once you start doing that and you build yourself in a leverage position, giving value, you're going to only go up from there, which is amazing. Okay, so Xzavier's leverage. This is his account. As you can see, you can see a bit about him. He's got shorts on educating himself. He's a realtor. He clearly shows what he does. And yeah, a bunch of stuff like this. So Xzavier probably has a lot more leverage than you watching, and that's how he's closing these huge deals. Okay, he has a mass amount of leverage. Okay, if I come onto this page and I'm looking for the service that he provides, I'm going to pay him because he has more leverage than everyone. He's professional. I can see that he's got results, and I trust him. Okay, and I wrote a little bit about here. So he has content is produced, educating the prospects and showing his expertise. So when people watch him, he's got his content funneled in a position where people know what he does, they know how good he is, and he's giving that value. So not only in them content assets, he's giving value, but he's also leveraging himself as an authority figure and showing, look, I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm doing, I've generated these results. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? And if they can take anything out of the free value and enforce that Xzavier knows what he's talking about, which he does, and they go and use something, let's say that he's given in the free value, now it in turn builds that solidify in their head that, okay, I trust Xzavier. If I ever need anything, I'm going to him. Okay, and that's what we want, and that's why he has 5,700 warm leads. But he can continuously just monetize his audience, which is amazing. Okay, he himself is shown to build trust with the prospects. So there is videos here with prospects. There's results. It's just him. Okay, you can build rapport with him. He has results to show what he does. Again, like I said, 5,000 prospects follow his page. So again, it shows that it something must work. Okay, he's built this over a long time, and obviously he's done amazing. So he's doing great stuff. Okay, and is a realtor. Now, if you have any type of leverage whatsoever, that's great to use, okay? No matter if you've had a previous experience in a job, you've done something in the past. So let's say you've scaled a business, you've done X, you've done Y, you've done Z. That's great to leverage. That shows you've actually done something. Let's say, for example, Xzavier here, okay? Let's say Luke, okay? Luke used to work in London, a sales job, and used to work on commission. He knows how high ticket sales work. He's done it. He's done that. He's sat in the flesh inside of an office, inside of London, working, closing calls. Now, what type of leverage do you have? Or what type of leverage have you built up? It doesn't have to be that, but what type of leverage do you have? Okay, this is now leverage towards us because we've helped a client close a massive deal. That's leverage. Okay, so what type of leverage do you have? And what have you built up on your page? Okay, it's just a question. So now, what do you see about this leverage and stands out so much? So he has a huge amount of trust, leverage with social proof of that. Okay, results. He's a realtor. He posts pictures of himself. He does educational videos. You know who he is. You build trust with him. He's clearly not a scammer because it's working for other people. He's sitting down with clients. He's giving value that actually works. I know some of them, he literally did a presentation. He got people to come all around, and I think he closed quite a few deals off the back of it. He hosted like a seminar in real life, and there was people coming to it. This guy has leverage. He knows what he's doing. He's doing the right stuff, right? So his results and content speak for themselves. So again, the content giving the value. If you can get your prospects and watching it and think, wait, that makes sense, and trying it themselves and thinking, yeah, this is really cool. Like this works. Then we're in an amazing position. Okay. And then the results speak for themselves. Again, with this result, not only what he's got in the past, but this result alone, $14,000. I know he's going to do amazing with it. I know he's going to generate the client mass amounts of money and mass amounts of leverage himself. So yeah, he's going to have even more leverage to land more deals to then scale from there. So it's just a massive compounding effect. So yeah, really great stuff. So this is leverage that is stacked upon and built over time. Anyone would rather sign on with him than you just because of these factors. You two could offer the exact same service. He has more leverage. They're going to sign with him for more money. And that's the amazing thing about it. You could offer the exact same thing, but because of this leverage, even if he went back to what he was doing, him himself being leveraged so highly in the value that he provides, he's going to not charge $1,900 anymore. He can charge 5, 6, 7, okay? Because of that leverage that he has. He has that value. He has that leverage. People want to actually work with him. So they're going to work with him. People that can afford it. He's positioned himself in a niche that people can actually afford what he's trying to do. So it works great. Okay. Not only does he have leverage, but the actual value of the service. In order to pay someone's $14,000, it needs to do one of two things. Okay. It either needs to make someone more money than they paid, or it saves them time in a high ticket niche. Okay. So it makes more than they actually spend. A lot of businesses do have the value. They're just in the wrong niche, or they don't have value, but they're in the right niche. Okay. There's always something off if you're not either closing high ticket deals or you're not closing consistently. There's something holding your business back because anyone can do it. If you would have asked Xzavier maybe a year, 2 years ago, would you close a $14,000 deal? He would say no. If you ask myself, if you ask any client, if you ask anyone in business who's closed one deal, I would have asked them, do you reckon you could have done this maybe, let's say, a year ago? They'd be like, no way could I have done this. Okay. And that's just about building that leverage, building that value, and learning over time, and sort of speeding up them learning processes by investing in themselves and what they're actually doing. Okay. So like I said, now I know Xzavier. We've worked with him for a long time. He's a complete killer. He's always invested in himself, and he's the hardest worker. So he's helping him build the software and drive traffic to it through content. Like I said, this isn't a crazy offer, is it? Right? Do you think this is a crazy offer? Not really. It's just a leverage and value that he has as a person. Okay, he could probably go speak at webinars and seminars, etc., for $10,000 a show because he's now built that up. So if you want generational wealth, if you want to really build capital for yourself and make big money, build that leverage and build that value within yourself, as a person, as you are. Okay, so as a business owner with that much capital to allocate to a project like this, I would happily pay Xzavier, happily, because of the reasons we've gone over, the leverage and the trust that we have in him. The value he provides is immense, and he's done this for previous brands and content creators before. So that provides the leverage for him to even be considered in the first place. It's one thing being considered for a deal, it's another thing actually closing that deal. We could talk about maybe if he did this, if he did that, he could have closed the 40. He booked in a call with a $14,000 deal. He could have closed it. No, this guy closed it. Okay, this guy is working for $14,000. That's not bad. Okay, so like I said, this whole sort of value is this whole sort of free training is based on the back of leverage and value. So what can we take away from this? Everyone has a choice in this world of business. They take the hard route and build massive amounts of value in their company with high leverage, or they take the quick and easy route, providing little value with no leverage. And now I see this all the time, whether it's agencies, coaches, competitors in the space. To me, they just take the easy way out, okay? They'll just try their hardest. I know in the past, I've even maybe tried to take the easy way out onto certain things I've done. Never again will I do it because it's not worth it. Now, it is easy in the short term, but in the long term, you have a harder life. I would rather make the switch like we have and work 12-hour days and work every single day, no days off, and continuously work to get the best results just for moments like this, just for moments that I can see my clients actually doing amazing stuff. That's why I do it. Okay. And that's what I want to work for. And once you really position yourself and you start actually helping people better their life instead of bringing each other down, honestly, it's amazing, and you have so much. It's just so much joy and amazingness, and that's why a lot of people in the space, they try and bring you down on certain stuff, and they try and go after you. But when you're doing stuff like this, nothing really matters. Okay, so now what one are you? Because every time a new client comes on board at Multiple Accounts DO, we start off by building that value and leverage. That's why you see amazing results like this one. And if you go, like I said, if you go through my results, you can book a call after, right? You're only a switch away from having deals like these, and it's your choice what path you want to go down. Okay, my input, one of them makes you go broke, the other extremely wealthy. Okay, so it is your choice. It's your life. It's your business. It's whatever route that you want to take. But that's just a free training and sort of case study on how our client Xzavier went from $1,900 to $14,000 deals. Like I want to say, congratulations to him. It's been amazing working with him so far, and obviously, hopefully, that we can help him get to 100, 200, 300k a month. Really amazing person, and he works very hard for what he does. Okay, but apart from that, you can book a call down below with us, multipleclients.io, and hopefully we can turn you into an amazing case study like this one here. So hopefully I'll speak to you soon. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.